everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Broncos going up against the Diablos. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Gracias, Larry. It's a site perhaps better known for football, but the masses here, they've turned out for some NFL football as you get a look inside of Mammoth Azteca Stadium here in Mexico City. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Mexico City Diablos. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe to be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
2nd down following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So they're operating in the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Looking to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got three, fellas. All right, here we go. Green.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jchamp, his first touchdown on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point attempt to follow here. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Deep drop. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide. It doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front. The linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now this offense ready to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Stiff-armed him. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will make our score 9-0. The offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And this defense is on the field right now and just looking to keep the momentum, the mojo going from a week ago.
Partner, this defense is full of confidence. They feel great about themselves, and they don't think anyone can move the ball on them now.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll run it here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Third down, still 14 yards left. Kaepernick now on third and goal. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. To throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets it to Strong. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Looking for Strong, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Denver getting set to take the field. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old-school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. To throw is Kaepernick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Shreds the tackle. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. All week in practice, they stress grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the 1st down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pad.
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. On the right side, caught by Green. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They run the counter now on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. All day. All day.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Patriot!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. There he goes right side. And touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Tough spot here for the offense to start. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. To throw now in his own end zone, surveying the field. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From deep in there, he rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Time to the tailback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Here we go now. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And now the rookie's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They'll look to throw here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Fresh set of downs here. He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Now a handoff looking right. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when there's...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
The play clock's running down. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Green with a catch left side. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a fourth-quarter lead. And McManus able to put it through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Booker from the Wildcat. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So, Brandon, this is just basic football right here because we're getting right down to it. Tall sweep. So for the offense, you're often pulling linemen to get out ahead of your blocker. And if you're the defensive guys, either you meet them with force or you get up underneath them with speed in order to try and finish off the play.
So 3rd and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Now a quick handoff, and this is the fullback, Cron. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
4 down. Alert. Set. Blue, 90. Watch it now, boy. Alert 3.
He's back to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And coming out now, the Broncos. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll look to throw. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. 2-point game. They have the football. Their defense was able to do their job. Now can the offense just hold on here, Charles?
And they better, because after the job the defense did to give them the ball back with this lead, it's time for them to seal the deal and allow them to go to the locker room with a victory.
They'll try to seal the deal. Here we go. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Double tight, double tight. 3 down. Let's go.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.